You have probably heard the term AI agent everywhere lately. LinkedIn posts, YouTube thumbnails, tech blogs, everyone is talking about agents. But here is the problem. If you ask 10 people to explain what an AI agent actually is, you would get 10 different answers, and most of them would be wrong. Some people think it is just a chatbot with a fancy name. Others think it is some kind of autonomous robot making decisions on its own. Neither of those are right. So in this video, I am going to break it down in plain English. No buzzwords. Just what it is, how it works, and when you should actually use one. Let us start with the simplest possible definition. An AI agent is a system that has a goal, can make decisions about what to do next, can use tools to get things done, and takes actions to move toward that goal. That is it. 4 things: goal, decisions, tools, actions. Now here is the key part that most people miss. The difference between an agent and a regular chatbot is not intelligence, it is autonomy. A chatbot waits for you to ask a question, then it responds. That is it. One question, one answer. An agent receives a goal and then figures out the steps on its own. It decides what to do first, what to do next, and when it is done. That shift from responding to working is what makes agents different. Let me give you an analogy that makes this click. Think about 3 people in an office. Person 1 sits at the front desk. You ask them a question, they give you an answer. That is a chatbot. Person 2 follows a checklist every single day. Same steps, same order, no matter what. That is an automation. Person 3 is the one you hand a project to. You say, find out who our top competitors are and put together a summary. They go research, they take notes, they organize everything, and they come back with a finished result. That is an agent. The front desk person responds. The checklist person repeats. The project person thinks, plans, and delivers. That is the difference in one sentence. Let us make this concrete with a real example. Say a customer sends your business an email asking about a refund. With a chatbot, you paste the email in and it writes a draft reply. You still have to check the policy, look up the order, and decide what to do. Now with an agent, you give it a goal. Handle this customer refund request. The agent reads the email. It checks your refund policy. It looks up the customer account. It checks the order history. It drafts a response based on all of that context. And depending on your setup, it can even send a reply. That is not just writing. That is doing work. Multiple steps, multiple tools, one outcome. Now let us break down the 4 building blocks of every AI agent. Number 1, the goal. Every agent starts with a goal. Without one, it has no direction. A good goal is specific and measurable. Something like find the top 3 competitors in this market and summarize their pricing. A bad goal is vague. Something like help me with marketing. The clearer your goal, the better the agent performs. Number 2, memory. Memory is how the agent keeps track of what it has already done, what it has found, and what still needs to happen. Without memory, the agent resets after every single step. Memory is what lets agents handle multi-step tasks without losing context. Number 3, tools. This is where agents get powerful. Tools are the external capabilities the agent can use. Think web search, spreadsheets, appease email systems, databases, files, storage. Without tools, the agent is just thinking out loud. With tools, it can actually interact with the real world. Number 4, logic. Logic is the decision layer. Should it search again? Should it try a different approach? Should it stop and ask for help? This is what separates agents from automations. An automation follows the same path every time. An agent evaluates and chooses. Put all 4 together, goal, memory, tools, and logic, and you have an AI agent. Let me give you a few more examples so this really sinks in. A research agent. You give it a topic, it searches the web, finds relevant articles, reads through them, pulls out key points, and creates a summary report. A content agent. You give it a video idea, it researches what is trending, analyzes competitors, writes a script outline, and formats it for recording. A support agent. It monitors incoming tickets, categorizes them by urgency, pulls up relevant help articles, and suggests responses. A marketing agent. You give it a product launch date. It builds a content calendar, drafts social posts, schedules emails, and tracks performance. These are not science fiction. People are building agents like these right now. Now let us put the full comparison side by side so there is zero confusion. A chatbot responds to input. You ask, it answers. One turn at a time. It does not plan ahead. An automation follows fixed rules. If this happens, do that. It is reliable, but it cannot adapt. An agent decides what to do next. It evaluates the situation, picks the right tool, takes action, and checks the result. The key difference is adaptability. Chatbots respond. Automations repeat. Agents adapt. Now here are the mistakes I see people make with agents. Mistake number 1, starting with I want to build an agent instead of what problem am I solving. Technology is not the starting point. The job is. Figure out the task first. Mistake number 2, using agents for everything. Not every task needs an agent. If the task is simple, use automation. If the task is high risk, keep a human in the loop. Mistake number 3, skipping the workflow design. If you do not know the steps a human would take, the agent will not know either. Design the workflow first, then add intelligence. Mistake number 4, no guardrails. Agents need boundaries. What are they allowed to do? What should they never do? Always define the limits before you let it run. So let us bring it all together. An AI agent is a system with 4 parts. A goal that gives it direction, memory that keeps it on track, tools that let it interact with the real world, and logic that lets it make decisions. It is not magic. It is not a chatbot with extra features. It is structured work automated intelligently. Start with the problem. Design the workflow. Then let the agent do the work. If this helped you understand AI agents, drop a like and subscribe. I am going to keep breaking down AI concepts in plain English so you can actually use them. In the next video, I am doing a deep dive on agents versus chatbots versus automation. We're going to look at specific scenarios, and I will show you exactly which one to pick and why. So make sure you are subscribed so you do not miss that. See you in the next one.